a divorce on wheels.
Talk about a blow to your manhood.
Baked Alaska. Oh, that's close.
Let's go!
I still cannot believe we are in Alaska.
That is so incredible to think about. After all of our planning and talking about it, we're here.
We are in Anchorage today, and we are going to spend a day checking out a couple of fun, cool activities here. Hopefully get a little wildlife in, and of course some good food.
Yeah.
We're starting with coffee.
Hi. Hello.
Goldie's Coffee Roasters is a woman-owned coffee. What are these things? Coffee huts? Coffee carts? They're not carts.
I would call them huts. Yeah, they're kind of drive-through coffee huts.
We've been seeing these all over Alaska. I think it's because it's so cold for so much of the year that it's just much more convenient for people to just do little drive-ups than to get out of their cars, go into a business to order their coffee. This way they can just stay in their car, keep it running. It's a very practical way to do things here where it's very cold and very dark a lot of the year. We chose Goldie's because, as I said, they are women-owned. So we really liked that. And we want to thank a very special woman for buying today's coffee for us. Our coffee sponsor today is our friend Holly. Thank you, Holly.
Thanks, Holly. This buzz is for you. Ooh, that's hot.
We've come up to Ship Creek. That's ship with a P, by the way, like a cruise ship. So get your mind out of the gutter. We are here to see if we can see some salmon working their way up to spawn. Unfortunately, so far it looks like there's nothing, but we might be just a little bit early in the season. We're just at the end of June right now, so usually in July is where you get the most activity. There are some people fishing just down a little bit, so we're gonna go check that out and see if we can see what they might be catching. All right, we just talked to someone down here, and it turns out we have some pretty bad timing. Apparently, we're at the very end of the king salmon run. They've been pretty abundant the last couple of weeks, but now there's not a whole lot here. And it's gonna be a couple more weeks before all the rest of the salmon come through. So talk about some bad timing. The good thing is we're coming back through Anchorage after we do the Kenai Peninsula, so who knows? Maybe we'll make a separate run up here just to see if we can catch some of those other salmon, because the timing should be about right then.
That's one of the things we love about traveling in a camper van. Our schedule is flexible, which we're fortunate to have. And if we're in a region long enough, we have the opportunity to come back to something like this. If our timing is off and we're here at the wrong time now, we might be able to swing back through in a couple weeks when we could catch some of those silver salmon. We also experienced that in Florida when we were checking for manatee. We were there on a terrible day for it, but then a couple weeks later, we were able to roll back through and we saw hundreds of them. It was amazing. Our next stop was a nearby sportfish hatchery.
That brown stretch in the water there almost looks like a dirt bar or maybe a log or something under the water. Those are all salmon. So this is a really great place to learn all about the different types of fish. They have a really cool system for remembering the 5 different types of salmon using each of your fingers. So you got the pink for the pinky, the silver for your ring finger because you might be wearing a silver ring on it. The middle finger is the king salmon because it's the biggest. The pointer is the sockeye because you might poke yourself in the eye with it, apparently. And the thumb is for chum because it rhymes.
All right, well, it's lunchtime, and we got a hot tip that Moose's Tooth is the place to grab a pizza in town.
Even noon yet, and this place is jumping. It is so busy. I'm very excited to try this pizza. We both got kind of the same thing, just kind of customized it differently. We got the Veggie Delights. We each got a small, and they offer you thin, regular, or thick crust. So we both went for the thick crust. This is gonna be good.
Good call on the thick crust. It's really pillowy and chewy, but also crispy on the bottom.
That pizza was amazing, but now I got a bit of food coma going on. We had two choices for activities for this afternoon, and they cost about the same. So the first one was the Native Heritage Center here, which we have heard is excellent and sounds really fascinating. It's $29 per person to get in. However, we were feeling we needed something a little bit more active for our day. So we went with bike rentals, and we are going to ride an amazing bike path here. It goes along the water, hopefully see some wildlife while we're there. And that is also gonna cost us about $60 total for 3 hours of, I'm hoping, amazing views. We'll see.
Oh yeah, and we got a tandem bike.
Walking, because right out the gate is a massive hill, and we're still getting used to working this thing. They call it a divorce on wheels, so I guess we should have taken that as a warning to get two separate bikes. We decided we better not start off going straight downhill and probably crashing, so we're gonna walk down this hill, then we'll jump on the bikes. Just one bike. Got this, babe. These handlebars are way down there, and it's really uncomfortable. So I hope it's not too unsafe that I'm sitting up and like holding on to Steven's back. So far he's okay with it, and so am I. Oh, whoa. That's close. Break time. We made it 2 mile, 8.5-ish, I guess, out of 11 out, and now we have to make the way back. So another 8.5 back, the same way we came. That moose was probably roughly at around mile 6, and that's just after the airport. And I was saying to Steven, as we pass through the airport area, I keep hearing that you'll see the moose after the airport, and there they were. Well, it was anyway. So that was pretty awesome and just as expected. So if you do decide to take the coastal path, it's the Tony Knowles Coastal Path. 11 miles from downtown, then around the coast past the airport, about another 3 miles from where we are right now, which we're gonna skip because we took a long time to get the hang of it. It's a communication thing, definitely, when you're on a tandem bike. So I would recommend probably each person getting their own bike. We did get the hang of it eventually. We are communicating now. We know what each other's doing, and I think we'll make it back in less time than it took us to make out here, but we do have to get this bike returned in another 1.5 hours. So we're gonna head back that way. Who knows, maybe we'll see moose again. Just something to look out for if you do this path yourself. Oh boy, here come the bumps.
Watch out. Yeah. Talk about a blow to your manhood.
This is a gorgeous path, but if I'm being honest, the bike ride was a lot more fun in theory than it is in practice. My backside's killing me.
Yeah, next time we're splashing out for the e-bikes. Individual ones.
Check it out, downtown Anchorage up ahead. All right, I know the question on everyone's mind now is, what's our hair gonna look like? Hat head?
How's my hair?
Looks like you got a little sweaty under that helmet. And we're back. Nothing a little dry shampoo and a fluff with a brush couldn't fix.
was an excellent workout, and we definitely earned our ice cream. And when you're in Anchorage, what do you get on your ice cream?
Baked Alaska. These flavors look incredible and all super local. Look, they even have spruce tips. What is that? Sweet cream base with spiced rum caramel and chocolate-covered pilot bread toffee? I don't even know what some of these things are.
We went with a pilot's life for me and rhubarb crumble. You are not gonna like this.
You gonna eat it all for me?
I got you covered.
Okay, that rhubarb crumble is kind of insane, but I have to try the baked Alaska because it's marshmallow. Can't waste any. Oh my god. The caramelization from the roasting
Wow.
is so delicious. That just puts a cone over the top.
All right, well, Steven finishes our cone there. I just want to thank you so much for watching, you guys. Up next, we're headed down to the Kenai Peninsula, so we'll see you next time.